Hello everyone and welcome to the session today. I'm Vidisha and I'm going to be taking your training session on the topic adverbs. Now I'm sure you're all familiar with what adverbs are. You've touched upon it in parts of speech, haven't you? So today what we'll do is look in detail as to what adverbs are and how to use them. Now let's look at the objectives for today's session. The first thing we'll do is define adverb. The next thing is the kinds of adverbs. That is, simple adverbs, interrogative adverbs, and relative adverbs. This shall be followed by some exercises to reinforce what you have learnt. And then, of course, like always, a quick recap of the session. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a word that adds something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And it tells us how a thing is done, when it is done, or where it is done. Now let's look at some examples. Number 1, she did exercise every day. What is the verb here? वो क्या करती थी? Exercise. And when did she exercise? How frequently? Every day. So every day is the adverb. Next sentence is Ram spoke boldly. What did Ram do? He spoke. Spoke is the verb. And how did he speak? Boldly. Therefore, boldly is the word that is adding to the meaning of the verb spoke. So it is the adverb. Example 3. Sita comes late for the class. What is the verb here? Comes. कब आती हैं वो? Late आती हैं. So late is adding to the meaning of the verb which is comes. So late is the adverb in this sentence. The fox is a very clever animal. Clever shows what kind of an animal is the fox. So it's the adjective. And how clever? Kitna clever hai? Very clever. So very shows the degree up to which the fox is clever. Therefore, it's the adverb. She is quite polite. Polite shows what kind of a girl is she. Therefore, it's the adjective. And quiet shows kitni polite hai. काफी polite है, so quiet is the adverb. The girl walked very slowly. Walked is the verb. And slowly shows the manner in which the girl walked. So slowly is the adverb. Kitna slowly is shown by the word very. बहुत ज़्यादा slowly. So very is the adverb. Now in sentences 4 and 5, the adverbs very and quiet modify the adjectives clever and honest. And in sentence 6, the adverb very modifies the adverb slowly. Okay, I'm sure by now you know what adverbs are, how it enhances the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And with the help of this understanding, you'll be able to apply this in sentences. So now, just let's check how much you've understood this concept. And let's do an exercise. Bring out your pencils and your workbooks and let's get going. So I hope you're ready to do this exercise diligently and carefully. Now I'll read out certain sentences to you and you have to choose the correct adverb from the two options. The first sentence is, John dash realized his mistake. And the options are sudden, suddenly. What do you think is the correct answer? Yes, it's suddenly and not sudden. John sudden realized his mistake. That doesn't sound quite correct, does it? Yes, so the answer is suddenly. The visitors got up dash. Quick, quickly. I'll read it again for you. The visitors got up dash. Is it quick or quickly? The next sentence is, he looked very dash. And your options are sad, sadly. What do you think is the right adverb for this sentence? I'll read the sentence again. He looked very dash. Sad or sadly? We had a very dash journey. And your options are comfortable, comfortably. We had a very dash journey. Is it comfortable or comfortably? Jack was dash disappointed. Thorough, thoroughly. Do you think it's thorough or is it thoroughly? Jack was dash disappointed. And your options are thorough, thoroughly. The next sentence is, it continued to rain dash for the whole day. Steady, steadily. It continued to rain dash for the whole day. Steady, steadily. I'm sure you're eager to know what the solutions are now, and I hope you've done this exercise very carefully. So let's look at what the answers are. Sentence 1. John dash realized his mistake. I've already told you that the answer is suddenly. The second sentence, the visitors got up dash. Quickly is the correct answer. Sentence 3, he looked very dash, and the correct answer is sad. Sentence 4, we had a very dash journey, and the answer is comfortable journey. Jack was thoroughly disappointed is the correct answer. Sentence 6, it continued to rain steadily for the whole day. I'm sure most of you got all your solutions correct. That is, if you've been listening very carefully to what I've been speaking about. Now let's look at the kinds of adverbs. Adverbs may be divided into three kinds. The first is simple adverbs. The second is interrogative or interrogative adverbs, as you may call it. And the third is relative adverbs. Now let's look at what simple adverbs are all about. Simple adverbs may be of the following kinds. A. Adverb of manner. B. Adverb of place. C. Adverbs of time. D. Adverbs of frequency, followed by adverbs of degree. Now, as the name suggests, adverb of manner, what do you think is it? It's an adverb which tells us how or in what manner an action is done. Therefore, it answers the question how. For example, Prem acted wisely. So acted is the verb here. How did he act? Wisely. So wisely is an adverb and it is telling us how the verb acted was done. She ran fast. कैसे भागी वो? Fast. So fast is the adverb which is adding to the meaning of the verb ran. She moved slowly and spoke quietly. Moved, as you know, is one of the verbs in this sentence. और कैसे move की वो? Slowly. So slowly is telling us the manner in which she moved and therefore it's an adverb of manner. And spoke quietly. How did she speak? Quietly. So the question how is answered by the adverbs slowly and quietly. Let's look at the next example. Rohan sings well. Sings is obviously the verb here. It's an action. And how does he sing? He sings well. So well is the adverb. Now the adverbs wisely, fast, slowly, quietly and well show us the manner in which an action is done. Therefore, they are the adverbs of manner. Simple adverbs of the second kind may be adverbs of place. An adverb of place tells us, yes, correct, where or at what place an action is done. So quite rightly, it answers the question where. For example, Rohan lives here. Where does Rohan live? He lives here. Therefore, the word here is telling us the place where Rohan lives. So it's an adverb of place. The bus stops there. Where does the bus stop? It stops there. So there is the adverb of place. The boy ran forward. कहाँ भागा लड़का? He ran forward. So forward is the adverb here. We looked for the dog everywhere. Looked is obviously the verb and everywhere tells us हमने कहाँ ढूंढा कुत्ते को? हमने हर जगह ढूंढा. So everywhere is the adverb of place. Now the adverbs here, there, forward and everywhere show us where an action is done. The third type of simple adverbs are adverbs of time. An adverb of time tells us when or at what time an action is done. Therefore, it answers the question when. Let's look at some examples now. Meena will come today. कब आएगी मीना? She will come today. So it is the adverb of time. He wrote to me yesterday. Can you guess what the adverb of time here is? Yes, correct. It is yesterday. The college will open tomorrow. Open is the verb here. When will it open? It will open tomorrow. So tomorrow is the adverb of time. She tried to get back before dark. When did she try to get back? She tried to get back before dark. So this is the adverb of time, before dark. The adverbs today, yesterday, tomorrow and before dark shows where an action is done. So it's an adverb of time. Simple adverbs, which are adverbs of frequency. Now, an adverb of frequency tells us how often or how frequently an action is done. Therefore, it answers the question, how often? Let's look at some examples. Hari is always late. How frequently is Hari late? Always. Therefore, always is the adverb of frequency. I visited her once. कितनी frequently visit किया मैंने उसको? Once. So once is the adverb of frequency. Twice the man struck him. How frequently did the man strike him? Twice. Therefore, twice is the adverb. He came often to this place. How often? Often. Therefore, that shows वो काफी ज़्यादा इस जगह पे आता था. The adverbs always, once, twice and often show us how often an action is done. Now let's look at adverbs of degree. An adverb of degree answers the question, in what degree or how much. Therefore, correctly it answers the question, how much. Let's look at some examples to understand the adverbs of degree. He is very funny. Now we know that he is funny, but to what degree is he funny? He is very funny. So very shows us to what degree is he funny. She is entirely deaf. Up to what degree is she deaf? Entirely. Therefore, entirely shows us the degree up to which she is deaf. The jug is almost full. Kis degree tak full? Almost full. So almost is an adverb of degree. I fully disagree with you. How much do I disagree with you? To what degree? Fully. So fully is the adverb of degree here. The adverbs vary, entirely, almost and fully show to what extent a thing is done. I'm sure by now you've understood these simple adverbs pretty well. So let's move on to interrogative or interrogative adverbs. Now, what are interrogative adverbs? The adverbs, as the name suggests, which are used for asking questions are interrogative adverbs. For example, why does he wear glasses? So a question is being asked here, and the word that signifies that this is a question is why. So why is the interrogative adverb. How did you solve this problem? How do we know that this is a question? By the word how. आपने ये problem कैसे solve की? So how is the interrogative adverb. When did he come back from school? When is the interrogative adverb. Where did he go for the class? What do you think is the interrogative adverb here? Correct. Where. Because it shows us that the question is being asked that where did he go for the class? वो class के लिए कहाँ गया? The adverbs why, how, when, where are used for asking questions in these sentences. Now let's take a look at relative adverbs. What are relative adverbs? I'm sure you've heard this term sometime earlier, but now let's try and understand what these really are. Relative adverbs are when the words when, where and why. I'll repeat. When the words when, where and why are used to join sentences, they are called relative adverbs. So there are two jobs being done here. One is to join a sentence and second is to convey a sense of time or frequency and other functions which adverbs do. For example, please tell me the time when he is coming back from office. So firstly, the adverb when is doing the task of joining two sentences. Secondly, it is giving a sense of time, when. So this is a relative adverb. The second example is, he went to the village where he was born. So there are two sentences here. He went to the village. He was born. And both these are being joined with the help of the adverb where. At the same time, it is giving a sense of the place. Therefore, it's a relative adverb. Have you understood all that's been covered today? And if so, I think you're ready for some exercise. Let's do an exercise to try and understand how much you've understood. You have to pick out the adverbs from the sentences which I read. The first sentence is, she is quite a pretty girl. She is quite a pretty girl. What do you think is the adverb here? Correct. It's quite, because it shows to what extent she is pretty. The second sentence is, he has failed twice. I'll repeat the sentence. He has failed twice. What do you think is the adverb here? Sentence 3. She greeted the customers politely. She greeted the customers politely. Sentence 4. She will finish the work soon. She will finish the work soon. Next sentence. He did his homework twice. What do you think is the adverb here? He did his homework twice. And sentence 6. The dog ran fast. The dog ran fast. Do you want to know the solutions, the answers to these sentences? Let's see if you've got all of them right or most of them right. Sentence 1. She is quite a pretty girl. I'd already given you the solution for this. So sentence 2. He has failed twice. कितनी बार fail हुआ है? Twice. So twice is the adverb here. Sentence 3. She greeted the customers politely. How did she greet the customers? Politely. So the word politely is the adverb here. Sentence 4. She will finish the work soon. Soon is the correct answer. Next sentence. He did his homework twice. कितनी बार homework किया? Twice. So twice is the adverb. And last sentence. The dog ran fast. Fast is the adverb here. I'm sure you're fairly confident by now as to what adverbs are and their application. So now let's just test your confidence with an exercise. What you have to do is, I'll read out some sentences and you have to fill in the blanks with certain adverbs which are given in the box in your workbooks. So take a good look at these adverbs and choose the correct one. I'll read the adverbs to you first. Angrily, badly, brutally, silently, seldom, patiently, loudly, soon, tunefully, and noisily. And now I'll read out the sentences for you. Sentence 1. The child has been dash treated. Listen carefully. The child has been dash treated. Sentence 2. The choir sang dash. The choir sang dash. Sentence 3. The burglar crept dash. I'll repeat. The burglar crept dash. What do you think is the correct adverb for this sentence? Next sentence. The minister listened dash to the complaints of the villagers. The minister listened dash to the complaints of the villagers. Sentence 5. The children played dash in the house. The children played dash in the house. Sentence 6. She dash comes here now. She dash comes here now. Sentence 7. I hope you will dash be well. I hope you will dash be well. Sentence 8. I was ready when John called dash for me to come. I'll repeat. I was ready when John called dash for me to come. Sentence 9. He did dash in the examination. He did dash in the examination. The last sentence is, the bull charged dash. What do you think is the right adverb for this sentence? The bull charged dash. Okay, take a careful look at these sentences and pick the correct adverbs. I hope you've done well with this exercise and done this with a lot of diligence. So let's look at the answers. Sentence 1. The child has been dash treated. The correct answer is brutally. Brutally word shows how the child has been treated. Treated is the verb and brutally is the adverb which enhances the meaning of the verb. Sentence 2. The choir sang how? Correct. Tunefully. Tunefully is the adverb because it shows how the choir sang. Choir ने कैसा गाया? Tunefully गाया. Sentence 3. The burglar crept dash. चोर कैसे आया? Silently is the answer. So it's the adverb. चोर silently आया. Sentence 4. The minister listened patiently to the complaints of the villagers. Listened is the verb. And how did the minister listen? Yes, he listened patiently. So patiently is the correct adverb. Sentence 5. The children played noisily is the correct answer. The children played noisily in the house. How did the children play? The children played noisily. Sentence 6. She dash comes here now. And the correct answer is, you're right, it's seldom. Seldom shows the frequency. वो कितना आती है? Seldom आती है. So seldom is the correct adverb. Sentence 7. I hope you will soon be well. Soon is the correct adverb. Next sentence. I was ready when John called dash for me to come. What do you think is the right adverb? Correct. It's loudly. Loudly shows how John called. He called loudly. Sentence 9. He did dash in the examination. कैसा examination किया? Badly. So badly is the adverb. Sentence 10. The bull charged. And what is the right answer? Yes, it's angrily. Charged. Bull कैसे आया हमला करने? He came angrily. So it shows the manner in which the bull charged. He charged angrily. So how are you feeling about your understanding of adverbs now? I'm sure after today's session, you all are fairly confident with what adverbs are, how many types they are, and their correct usage in a sentence. So now let's do a quick recap of what we've done in today's session. We started off by defining what adverbs are. Then we moved on to the kinds of adverbs that exist. Now you did simple adverbs and you got to know how many types of simple adverbs are there. Starting with the adverbs of manner, which suggest that how or in what manner an action is done. Therefore, you answer the question how. For example, she ran fast. कैसे भागी वो? She ran fast. So fast is the word which tells us in what manner she ran. Then you did some adverbs of place. So what is an adverb of place? Correct. An adverb of place tells us where and at what place an action is done. So it answers the question where. For example, we looked for the dog everywhere. हमने कहाँ कुत्ते को ढूंढा? Everywhere. So everywhere is the adverb of place. Then come the adverbs of time. The adverb of time tells us when or at what time an action is done. So it answers the question when. For example, The college will open tomorrow. So when will the college open? It will open tomorrow. Tomorrow is the adverb of time. This was followed by adverbs of frequency, telling us how often or how frequently an action is done. For example, I visited her once. So the question that we ask is, how often did I visit her? And the answer is once. So once is the adverb of frequency. Next came the adverbs of degree, which answer the question, how much or in what degree? For example, I fully disagree with you. So to what extent do I disagree? Fully. So the word fully is the adverb of degree. Then of course we did interrogative adverbs, which are adverbs which are used for asking questions. So these are the words which indicate that we are asking a question. For example, where did he go for the class? So the word where is asking वो किस जगह क्लास के लिए गया. So where is the interrogative adverb. Next, what did we do? Yes, we did relative adverbs. Now relative adverbs are the words when, where and why, and they are used to join sentences. At the same time, they also do the job of acting as an adverb. For example, please tell me the time when he is coming back from office. Please tell me the time when he is coming back from office. So when is the relative adverb, which is joining two sentences and at the same time acting as an adverb, indicating the time when the person is coming back from the office. You also did plenty of exercises to try and pick the correct adverbs, and I'm sure you all did very well with these exercises. So I hope you enjoyed today's session and I wish you the best of practice. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you for the next session.